Did you know that monarch butterflies can literally starve to death on their migration south if they don't find fall blooming flowers? Your garden could be their last gas station. I'm Carol. Welcome back to Almost 2 Acres. Today we're talking about the best fall blooming perennials for every single zone from 3 to 10. These perennials aren't just beautiful, they're literally lifelines for the pollinators who are trying to make their final preparations for winter. Whether you're dealing with early frosts or still enjoying warm autumn days, I've got plants that will keep your garden absolutely glowing through fall and support the wildlife that depends on it. Before we jump into specific zones, here's why fall perennials are gold for the garden. They provide critical late season nectar for pollinators preparing for winter. They give you color when most plants are fading. And honestly, there's something theatrical about flowers blooming against crisp autumn air. The stars of the fall show: asters, goldenrods, salvias, and ornamental grasses. These are your workhorses. Now let's break it down by zone. If you're gardening in Zone 3, you need tough plants that can handle early freezes. Here are your top performers. New England aster is your MVP here. This native beauty grows 3 to 7 feet tall, blooms from August through October, and comes loaded with violet, purple, or pink flowers with bright yellow centers. Pollinators absolutely swarm this plant. You should cut it back in early summer to get sturdier, bushier plants that won't flop over. Sneezeweed, don't let the name fool you, produces gorgeous yellow to orange red flowers from late summer through fall. It loves moist soil and grows 3 to 5 feet tall. For the back of your border, try Boltonia. This thing gets 5 to 6 feet tall and creates literal clouds of white flowers in August through October. It tolerates clay soil, which is huge if you're dealing with heavy dirt. Brown-eyed Susan blankets itself in yellow flowers with dark centers. Autumn Joy Stonecrop Sedum gives you those classic rosy pink flowers that age to copper and rust. Plus, it's completely drought tolerant once it's established. And here's a spreader for you. Tatarian Aster Jindai grows 3 to 4 feet and produces lavender blue flowers. Just give it room because this one spreads vigorously. For Zone 3 gardeners, check out Prairie Moon Nursery for natives and Bluestone Perennials for general stock. Zone 4 gardeners, you get everything from Zone 3 plus some fantastic shade options. White turtlehead is perfect for rain gardens. It grows 2 to 3 feet tall, blooms August through October, and thrives in moist soils. There are pink cultivars if you want something a bit different than the white species. If you have shade, you need toad lilies. These grow 2 to 3 feet and produce orchid-like spotted blooms in late summer through fall. They're absolute showstoppers in woodland gardens. Japanese anemones are another shade beauty, 2 to 4 feet tall with white or pink flowers. They're slow to establish, so be patient, but once they settle in, they're incredibly floriferous. Bugbane has fragrant and tall white bottlebrush flower spikes in the moist partial to full shade garden. And Fireworks Goldenrod? This cultivar is a top trial performer with arching sprays of yellow flowers in September. It's mildew resistant, which is key because regular goldenrod can get powdery. Prairie Moon Nursery and Izell native plants are great sources for Zone 4. Zone 5 is where we start adding some really interesting textures. Montauk Daisy produces big white daisies from late summer through fall. This plant is salt and drought tolerant. If you're near the coast, this is your plant. It grows 1.5 to 3 feet, and if you cut it back in early summer, you'll get bushier, more compact plants. Bluebeard brings that coveted blue color to the fall garden. It grows 2 to 3 feet, has aromatic foliage, and even though it dies back in colder parts of Zone 5, it blooms on new wood so you still get flowers. Perennial sunflower, Helianthus salicifolius, is a low-maintenance plant with narrow, drooping leaves and bright yellow flowers. Shrub roses. Landscape types often have a fall flush of blossoms to entertain our eyes while bees flock to their blooms. Persicaria amplexicalis firetail has long red wands dancing in the breeze during the fall. You can also grow Japanese anemones, toad lilies, sneezeweed, and autumn joy stonecrop here. Basically, the greatest hits from zones 3 and 4. Check out bluestone perennials and white flower farm for zone 5 plants. Zone 6 gardeners. This is where you can grow monkshood arenzii, and you absolutely should. This plant produces deep azure blue flowers in early to mid fall, grows 2 to 5 feet tall, and loves moist, cool sites. Now, important safety note, monkshood is toxic. That's actually what makes it so deer resistant, but planted away from kids and pets. Hardy begonia. Happiest in the shade, this begonia has pink and white nodding blooms from late summer into fall. You will need to mulch in colder parts of zone 6. Choose hardy chrysanthemums with spoon-type blooms for interesting shaped petals, or perhaps chrysanthemum Sheffield pink for an antique daisy-type pink color is your choice. Persicaria amplexicaulis firetail has long red wands dancing in the breeze. White snakeroot, Ageratina altissima chocolate, has frothy white blooms and dark foliage. This one loves the woodland edge or light shade. Why not try maiden grass or switchgrass for undulating movement of tall grasses in the fall garden? You can also grow Tatarian aster, bluebeard, Montauk daisy, Japanese anemones, and New England aster. For monkshood specifically, try Digging Dog Nursery. Select seeds and high country gardens are also solid for Zone 6. Zone 7 is where things get really exciting because you can grow some warm season beauties. Autumn sage is a long season bloomer that peaks in fall. It grows 2 to 3 feet and comes in reds, pinks, and corals. It's heat and drought tolerant. Cut it back in spring and it'll reward you all season. Pink muley grass is dramatic. The foliage grows 2 to 3 feet, but those airy pink plumes shoot up to 4 to 5 feet in fall. Mass this for serious impact, and it's low water once established. And here's the big one, Sasanqua camellias. These are shrubs that grow 6 to 14 feet and bloom from mid-fall into winter with white, pink, or red flowers. They're evergreen, they bloom when almost nothing else does, and they prefer part sun. Prune them after they bloom. You can also grow bluebeard, Montauk daisy, and Japanese anemones from lower zones here. For camellias, check out Camellia Forest Nursery. Most indie nurseries carry salvias and muleygrass in fall, and Bluestone and High Country Gardens have them online. Zone 8 gardeners, you're in hummingbird territory. Mexican bush sage is your star. It grows 3 to 5 feet, blooms late summer through fall with purple and white flowers, and hummingbirds go absolutely crazy for it. It's perennial in zones 8 through 10. Pineapple sage is a sun-loving perennial shrub known for its pineapple-scented leaves and bright red tubular flowers that attract hummingbirds and butterflies. Triabelia. It's a great low-maintenance choice flowering shrub that has a long bloom season and boasts star-shaped tubular blossoms. Kufia is known by many names. Cigar plant, Mexican heather, and the candy corn plant are all names for this genus of drought-tolerant, low-maintenance plants drawing hummingbirds and other pollinators. You can grow autumn sage, pink muley grass, Sasanqua camellias, Montauk daisy, which is hardy to zone 9, and bluebeard, which thrives in zones 5 through 9. Local garden centers will have salvias and muley as staples. Brent and Becky's and Selected Seeds are good online options. Zone 9, you get some unique options. Mexican tarragon grows 2 to 3 feet and produces golden daisy flowers from late summer through fall. It's perennial in zones 8 through 11, and here's a bonus. It's edible and makes great tea. Blue mistflower is a gently spreading 1 to 3 foot plant with fall clouds of blue flowers. Aromatic aster gets its name from having stems with balsam-like fragrance when crushed. This heat-tolerant mounded plant has tons of lavender daisy flowers with yellow centers. Bush clover has 4 to 6 foot fountains of flowers with pink and purple sprays in early to mid-fall. It takes up lots of room. You can still grow Mexican bush sage, autumn sage, pink muley grass, which is rated for zones 8 through 11, Sasanqua camellias for fall to winter blooms, and bluebeard in the warmer parts of zone 9. Check out local independents and Florida or Texas nurseries. Online, Logis specializes in zone 9 perennials, and Almost Eden is another good source. Zone 10 gardeners, you're working with similar plants to Zone 9. Mexican bush sage, Mexican tarragon, autumn sage, pink muley grass, and Sasanqua camellias are all fantastic choices here also. The key here is choosing plants that can handle heat and still produce fall color. Salvias are your best friends. Tahitian bridal veil is a delicate vine spreading to 3 feet with a height of 6 to 12 inches. This tropical plant can be grown here as a perennial in shadier areas. It can also be grown as a houseplant. Euryops daisy grows quickly in a sunny location and is an evergreen shrub with bright daisy-like flowers that bloom nearly year-round in this zone. Lion's ear is a fast-growing shrub with interesting whorls of fuzzy, bright orange tubular flowers that attract many pollinators. Let me give you some quick design tips that work across all zones. Layer heights. Put your tall plants like New England asters and muley grass in back, mid-height plants like Japanese anemones in the middle, and shorter plants like stonecrops up front. Think about bloom succession. Pair early fall bloomers like autumn joy stonecrop with late bloomers like Sasanqua camellias for continuous color. Don't forget texture. Mix flower forms. Combine the clouds of aster blooms with the upright spikes of turtlehead and the airy plumes of ornamental grasses. Plant for pollinators. Asters and goldenrods are absolutely critical for late season bees and butterflies. These plants provide nectar when options are dwindling. And here's a practical one. Deer resistance varies by pressure, but in general, toxic plants like monkshood are reliably avoided. Stonecrops, salvias, and grasses tend to be left alone too. One quick caution. If you're in the southeast and considering lantana, stick to sterile cultivars like New Gold because regular lantana can be invasive in warmer climates. Always check what's recommended for your specific area. Here's your shopping list. I'm putting all these links in the description. For natives and wildflowers, Prairie Moon Nursery, Izell Native Plants, and American Meadows. For general perennials, Bluestone Perennials, Select Seeds, White Flower Farm, and High Country Gardens. For shade plants and collectibles, Plant Delights Nursery has amazing toad lilies and unusual anemones. For camellias, Camellia Forest Nursery is the specialist. For warm zone gems, Almost Eden and Logis. And honestly, don't sleep on your local independent nursery. They carry region-tuned cultivars and fresher stock. Plus, you can actually see the plants before you buy them. If you like fall gardening, hit the like and subscribe buttons. I have much more information coming your way. So let's get out there and give your garden some serious fall color. If it's too late to plant this season, then let's start planning for next season. Until next time, let's get planning, planting, and growing.